Let's talk about the morality of the House of Lords, specifically Lord Wolfson, who is supposed to be resigning. Well, he's just resigned essentially from Boris Johnson's government as Justice Minister because of morality, because of the rule of law. He cares about justice. He released his statement saying that it was a great honour to be invited to join your government, Boris Johnson, as a Justice Minister. In my maiden speech, I twice used the phrase justice and the rule of law. And then he basically goes around talking about how breaking the rules and Downing Street and eating cake and all that has gone so extreme that he can't stay anymore, even though he could have resigned months ago when this whole thing came out initially, but clearly he had to wait until now to make sure that he could take advantage of it. Now, political point scoring aside, because I'm not a defender of Downing Street breaking rules, you guys know that. I'm furious, but I was. And now there are bigger things for me to focus on. Let's talk about this guy. He is the Lord, and he is supposed to be in favor of fairness and justice. This is the same Lord who decided to campaign against and block a policy idea that was going to be making it illegal for people to randomly taking pictures of women and mothers breastfeeding in public without permission. That's a fair policy. He decided to go against it. He didn't like it. He said, no, people should be allowed to publicly take pictures of mothers breastfeeding in public without permission. Why? Because if you actually block this this whole thing, and if you make it illegal, it would hurt. And I'm literally quoting him: family pornography. What? How can this guy now be the beacon of morality and fairness? Put aside how weird it is to publicly taking pictures without consent. That aside, it's just not legally fair, is it? Because if someone is, feeling that, well, it's just not fair. I mean, it shouldn't be legal without permission. You're supposed to be Justice Minister. You're supposed to be not just in terms of legality of the rule of law, but also on a moral level, because you're supposed to be a moral lord, aren't you? But this is a fascinating story. That of all the people who came out to resign from Boris Johnson's cabinet, and we all know that this is just for personal interest, because if they wanted to resign, they would have done it months ago. Then this is, compared to all of them, is the most fascinating one. You have no leg to stand on, Lord Wolfson, and we have to kind of see what he's going to be doing with his life. I'm guessing he's just going to sit there and makes his, what is it, £300, £500 a day that they make just to go and have a nap in the chamber. Well, that's what it is. It's the House of Lords, and it needs to be reformed. We're going to come back with more news updates. I'm Maya TC, and we are the media.